So, you have the fortune of dating a girl, or being really interested to one, who is infatuated with YA books. If you're anything like me, you've probably heard said girl rant and rave about one William Herondale, Cassandra Clare's penultimate fuckboy. The sad fact of the matter is that she would leave you in an instant for this imaginary character. Yes, I am afraid it is our agency and responsibility as men to compete with fictional characters. You see, a few weeks ago, I was having a lovely conversation with my excellent girlfriend when we started talking about books we loved, and this character of William Herondale came up. Suffice to say, she would leave me in an instant for this guy. I have been told point blank, horrifically, a crushing blow to my heart, that I am nothing before one William Herondale. And so, naturally, I got the book, and I read it. It's called Infernal Devices. It's half decent, and I can see why. The real question for you, to save you the time and effort of having to go through that mess, is what can we learn from one William Herondale? And hence, this is your lesson in attraction. Now, first of all, we need to break down the fundamental cause of his personality, don't we? And in this, we see an easy two-dimensional axis. We can break it down into 4 fundamental categories here. So we have our first axis of caring to dangerous, and our second of competent to playful. Now, if you know anything about this character, you know that he is a mix of all of the above. Women find each and each other incredibly attractive, especially when intermixed. The natural and obvious answer is that the ideal range to be is right in the middle. You want to be a perfect caring, dangerous, playful, and competent man. However, Will Herondale is not a man. He's a fictional character, and Cassandra Clare did not choose to write in the base constraints of a personality. So instead of being in the middle, well, what you want looks something more like this. Because why have limitations when you can just be the whole goddamn graph? Now, as bullshit as this is, there is something for us to learn here, okay? Women don't want a man who's entirely playful and not competent at all. That's just a child. No one wants that. It's sad. Okay, but you don't also want a man who's entirely competent and not at all playful. Because this guy is just incredibly stoic and no fun at all, and why would anyone want to hang out with him? Oh, except for people who are manipulating him for his competence. In which case, it might be worse than having no friends at all. But what do I know? Secondly, caring and dangerous, okay? Women want a guy who's caring. That's obvious. Everyone wants a caring friend. Because they care about you. And we care about people caring about us. It's natural. But if you're all caring and not at all dangerous, no one is going to respect you or want to date you. You are eternally in the friend zone because there is no thrill in it. On the same side, you don't want someone who's just dangerous. That's a monster. Doesn't care for you at all? Why would you date him? That is a threat and nothing else. So, ladies and gentlemen, you need to be both caring and dangerous. Both competent and playful. Now, normally you'd have to find a balance, maybe you're more caring and playful and less on the competent, dangerous side, or maybe you're competent and caring, but you're not so dangerous or playful. But William Herondale is a fictional character, and he says fuck you to any kind of psychological basis, and is simultaneously all of the extremes. Yeah, I see nothing wrong with that. You should do that. If you can't do that, you suck. You suck. Just do it. I mean, it's not like he was written with, nothing but some author's thoughts. No, that's on you, buddy. That's on you. Second principle. And this is a good one. Familiarity. What's that mean? It means we got her, we got you/Will. And for you two to get along, well, for you two to get along, we need overlap. Not all overlap, but we need overlap. You need to have a common ground. because that's how you build rapport with someone. Now, how does William fulfill this? Well, in the best way possible, because what you want to overlap with your significant other are your beliefs and your communication style. These are the two things you need, okay? Because if you can communicate the same way to each other, you easily understand each other, and that lets a bond form. If your communication styles don't match, you won't be able to understand each other. You can't get a flow of conversation going because you fundamentally speak differently. You've been raised to do so and you aren't capable of adapting. Something to look for. Beliefs. That's more obvious. You need to have the same values. You need to care about the same things in life. Otherwise you're both going in different directions and you will inevitably drift apart. How does Will do this? Here's a fine example. Well, in the books, William is a witty asshat. And so is the main character, Tessa. But, you know, we have to take the meta approach here. Unless you want to find a witty asshat of a girlfriend, go right ahead. And you also need the same core beliefs, okay? You need to be heading towards the same thing in life, because that's what's going to keep you together. William does this, Tessa does this by having shared values of, you know, the generic YA stuff. It's love and world peace and growth and all the things we should probably value. The main thing is that nothing else needs to match, okay? One of you can be a shapeshifter and the other one a demon hunter. As long as you have the beliefs and the communication style, you can fall in love just fine. Third point. Something that all women adore. Something that if you can give them, they will love you forever for. Something that we as men just love to detest. Drama. Women want to work for it. They want to feel like there is tension in the relationship, like it's alive in you. Okay, they don't just want it to happen. As much as they might say they just want it to be easy and smooth. They're not going to like that. It's not going to fill them with a sense of accomplishment for gaining that love. Because it was just given to them on a platter. That's not attractive. Women want it to be hard. And this is the most bullshit part of the entire series. Because, as we all know from the gratuitous amount of cliffhangers in modern media today, tension and drama build engagement and excitement, and that keeps a relationship going up. Without any tension or drama, you lose interest in a TV show. Without good cliffhangers, you don't come back for the next episode, no matter how much you think otherwise. Stats show it doesn't happen. The same in a relationship. Without tension and drama, without those things to keep it exciting, enlivening, that unknown that brings a sense of wonder and uncertainty to it, you're not going to get the next date. Because you're boring. William Herondale is not boring. Okay? He has a whole, convoluted, tragic backstory. Because when you manufacture drama in a relationship, and you make it feel like there are obstacles in between you and her, although, important caveat, they have to be obstacles that can be overcome, otherwise, you know, defeatism sets in. If you do that, and then you overcome those obstacles, she is going to feel like you are striving towards it. Naturally, she doesn't need to overcome obstacles, because that would be silly, gentlemen. It's you. You are doing all the work here. If you have to be overcoming those obstacles to reach her, well, that's a proof of your infatuation, of your love. And they find that proven desire for her attractive to them. And it makes them like you more. Like most things, though, it doesn't actually have to be drama. It has to be perceived drama. In summary there, to find the attractiveness of a bullshit fictional YA character, you need to simultaneously be exceptionally caring, exceptionally playful, exceptionally dangerous, and exceptionally competent. You also need to have overlap with the person that you are trying to woo. And that overlap needs to constitute your beliefs and your communication styles. So you can talk to each other properly, get everything across, and you're going in the same direction. It's going to pull you together. And finally, there needs to be a sense of drama. A bit of a thrill of the chase, gentlemen. If that's not there, the relationship won't seem exciting. She won't be into it. You could be the perfect mess of this, and the perfect overlap. But if there's no drama, there's no tension between you two, she's not going to be into it. You're just going to be another guy. Because there's nothing special in that relationship. So, going forward, find some drama, inject it in. Make sure your overlaps are there, because if that's not there, everything falls apart. And, if you can, skew your personality towards these 4 traits, because they are thoroughly intoxicating. Have a good one.